You're still tuned into TBD here on KCSB FM 91.9 in Santa Barbara and netradio.com out of Tijuana. You just heard Nana Grizzle with their song called Nightlights 2. That's one of my favorite songs by them from their record called Ursa Minor. I was just talking to Abel about their previous band Defiance Ohio because he's wearing one of their shirts. How we doing, guys?
Pretty good, man. What's going on?
I'm super.
Yeah?
Super duper.
Thanks for asking.
Everything's good.
Do you guys want to kind of just like introduce yourselves and like, you know, say what you play in the band and stuff?
My name's Abel. I play guitar and I tried to sing. Try my best.
Hey, you sounded great, man.
Thanks, man.
My name is Michael, and I play the bass.
And
I also sing.
Hey, my name is RJ, and I play the drums in Maribel.
How you doing, RJ?
I'm all right, man. What's going on? How are you?
Dude, I'm just chilling. Dude, so how you guys feeling after that?
Pretty good. My wrist is killing me right now.
Yeah?
It was, yeah. Other than that, I feel pretty great.
That's sick.
It's pretty good for a first time, you know?
Yeah. So how long have you guys been a band?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'll let them answer that one.
Well,
I know that Abel hit me up like one time after a Mucho Gusto show back in the day and was like, yo, I got this project. So that was a while ago, right?
Yeah, that was like a couple of years ago.
Yeah. So
I
at
don't
least
think,
since then,
and
right?
I don't think Michael was in the band yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
RJ and I.
yeah, I think a rough estimate, we've probably been playing collectively together for about like 2 years or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
But me and Abel have been playing in groups for a while before that, a couple years before that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you guys all know each other?
Just the music scene, really.
Yeah.
Me and Abel were doing our thing with our other band. He was playing in other bands, and we kind of just all ran into each other.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like we all knew each other.
Yeah. Throughout like just being in the
Shows
805
and
scene
stuff.
type deal?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that you guys played in a band. You were saying you played in a band together. What was it called? Like,
It was
what?
called Black Jags was our last band. And
That's
it was kind of a similar vibe. It was like an indie rock thing with our
Yeah.
homie Nick. Shout out Nick. What up, Nick?
Hell yeah.
Shout out Nick.
And how long did that last?
That was like 3 years, probably.
It was
Yeah.
like 3 years. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of weird though, cause like when we started making music with him, we were probably like 19, 20 years old,
Mhm.
and we were making like reggae.
Oh, really?
We were making,
that was the first kind of music that we
Yeah,
ever
we're-
started playing. We were like
Really?
trying to go for something like
Revolution
We were
and
really
stuff,
into like
dude.
Revolution and Iration because it was
Yeah.
super popular at the time.
Yeah.
So we were on that kind of stuff, and yeah, eventually we kind of grew out of that. So
Yeah.
just playing like indie rock and stuff. But yeah, we actually played around here a couple times. We played at this spot called OK Chalet.
and the
Shout out
Beagle
In
Garage.
Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
Oh, and you guys played Bico?
Mhm.
Played Bico a long time ago too.
That's
yeah.
sick. Did you ever play Fun Zone?
Yeah,
We
we played a
played
couple
one time.
shows there. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
hmm
Yeah, Fun Zone was cool.
Yeah, I played at, I don't know if it's still, I don't think it's open anymore. I played at Velvet Jones.
Oh, you played Velvet Jones?
Yeah, that was like years ago. I used to be in a band called Mojave Days, and it was just me and another guy, just two-piece,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
We somehow got in, and yeah.
That's crazy. Did you guys like open for someone? Because that's like
Yeah.
that was like a big club.
Yeah, we opened.
Who do you remember who you played with?
No, this was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, God, 2017.
Yeah. What was the 805 scene like back then when you guys were playing? Because I got in it kind of later.
When we were doing our thing, it was pretty fun for the whole indie rock scene. There was a really active scene. This was around that time when, like, Burger and Lollipop and all that was going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
So the scene was thriving for that kind of music. So
Mhm.
it was a good turnout for a lot of shows. So it was fun back then. It's a little bit different than it is now, but yeah, not much has changed.
Were a lot of those bands like the Burger and stuff, RIP, like coming through?
What do you mean, like to our shows?
I mean, to like play on tour and stuff, like in Oxnard
Oh,
or like
yeah.
Ventura County.
Not so much like in 805, but like in Los Angeles for sure.
Yeah. Were you guys like going to those shows and stuff?
Yeah, for sure. Shannon and the Clams actually did come to Ventura one time. That was awesome.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Yeah. Not too many of those bands came through though.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, I guess like how did you guys get involved in like DIY and stuff? Like what was your kind of like intro? Were you guys like going to like gigs and like, did you have like favorite local bands and stuff like that or?
Like backyard shows.
Yeah.
Probably, like I think like the first DIY show we went to, we were probably like, I was probably like 14 years old.
That's
Maybe
wild, yeah.
like 14, and it was like at a library in South Oxnard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was like a bunch of like grind bands.
We went to
It
go
was,
see
like-
this band called Grave Slut.
Yeah, great. Yeah, it was Grave Slut, and then like Skull Grind Bloodbath, and just some
That's wild. That's
some
a
other band,
some
like some
wild
random
names.
band,
Yeah.
and there's probably like 10 people that showed up, dude.
Yeah.
That was great,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I've always been into DIY myself in like other aspects as well. Like I like the idea of creating my own art, designing my own flyers, recording my own music.
Mhm.
And so it's just always like been a part of me. I like doing it myself.
Yeah. So I know you have a solo project, Michael. Like, do you want to talk a little bit about like?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, I'm working on a record right now. It's finishing with the vocals and
We heard one of your singles on here.
yeah.
I forget what it's called. Let's see what it is. Michael Lavender's song "Here It Comes."
Yeah, that put that out a while back. It was mixed by Rob Campanella of the Brian Jonestown Massacre,
Oh, that's wild.
and
That's pretty sick.
Oh yeah, pretty great guy. But yeah, I've been working on that since the beginning of the pandemic,
Hmm.
and it's almost there. It's not quite yet. You can't rush. You can't rush.
You can't rush perfection, you know.
Exactly, and I happen to be a perfectionist myself, so double-edged sword.
So, you were saying you just love the idea of like recording yourself and like everything. Like, have you been doing that for a long time since you started and everything? Like, when did
No.
you start getting into like, I guess?
Like recording.
Yeah, exactly.
It all started in the pandemic. Like in the beginning of the pandemic,
Hmm.
nobody was doing anything. I had money and I pretty much just bought I built a computer, I bought all the stuff needed to start recording and just started from there. And just, I'm learning as I'm going,
You're like a modern day like Emmett Rhodes or something like that.
I appreciate that. I love his music.
Emmett Rhodes is sick. But anyways, that's sick, guys. So, when did you start like, I guess, getting serious with like Maribel and everything, like playing shows and like all that?
I think we kind of hit the serious switch on like immediately as soon as we all linked up, which was like a couple years ago.
Okay.
Me and Abel had already had like a couple songs banged out,
Yeah.
and then we ran into Michael, who we had already been friends with. We just ran into him randomly at the beach,
Yeah.
got him to play bass with us, and then
That's sick.
from there, we just
Yeah, that's a funny story. It's like, hey, Michael! And pretty much, yeah, from there we just started meeting up.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
cool.
Pretty immediately, we started taking it seriously.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have like a record or anything coming out, or like what do you guys like working on anything? Because right now, I don't think you guys have any recorded music out, huh?
No recorded music. Well, at least released. We
Uh-huh.
have some stuff in the vault that we're waiting to put out. Pleasant Valley Records is putting out a compilation later on this year,
Mhm.
and we're gonna have a track on there.
Sick.
So stay tuned for that. And then, yeah, definitely before the year ends, we're gonna have at least an EP out. It should be like at least 6 or 7 songs or something.
That's sick.
Yeah,
I'm stoked for that.
and he's gonna be probably recording the majority.
You're gonna record it?
Yeah. It's already recorded.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I guess like besides like music and stuff, like what else do you guys do for fun? Like, what are you guys into? Like let's get like behind like the members of Maribel.
I like to hang out with my dog, dude.
Yeah?
That's like how I spend most of my time nowadays.
What kind of dog is he?
It's a girl. She's a McNabb Collie.
Yeah.
So she looks like a Border Collie and a Labrador.
So cute as heck.
Dude, yeah.
She is cute as heck.
She is cute as heck. And that's literally like, after work, go hang out with her.
That's sick.
Take her to the beach, go on a hike, sing her songs.
Yeah.
That's about it, really. Haven't skated in a while.
I see you always
Yeah.
put like you're posting pictures of like your dog wearing like hats and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude. She's a cutie.
What's her name again?
Lola.
Lola?
Lola. Or Lagunitas the dog. Lola Bola.
Yeah.
Dolly dog.
Where'd you get it from?
I got her off of Craigslist.
Oh, that's
like
sick.
7 years ago. I remember I was like, I want a dog.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, some dude posted puppies. Like, yeah, I got these McNabb Collies. If you want one. And I hit him up, and my girlfriend ended up driving to Valencia to go pick her up.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, she posted a mission, and yeah, dude, she's been with us for 7 years now.
That's cool.
Her birthday's this month.
Where's she at? Why isn't she part of the band?
She probably hate it.
You think so?
Yeah, I think like the loud noise would probably like. trip
She's
her a
not
little
she's
bit.
not into indie pop.
Nah, she's
think
into
so.
like bluegrass.
Yeah.
She's into bluegrass.
So you said you're into skating too? You haven't
Yeah.
skated in a while, but
Yeah, been a couple months.
oh, okay.
Been a couple months. But I don't know. I'll eventually start up again. I don't know. I have these waves where I'm like really into it, and then I'm not into it,
Yeah.
and then I'm really into it, and then I'm not into it. So right now I'm like on not very into.
You're in the off season.
Yeah, yeah, and it's cold too.
Yeah.
Sucks.
It's like the Midwest where they can't skate, but we're in California where you can skate, but it's like it's
Right.
winter, so it's still valid, I guess.
Yeah,
True.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll start up again eventually.
So like what's your like favorite, I don't know, spot to skate? Like when you just like go out one day and you're like, I feel like skating, like where's your like go to?
The Bank of Port Hueneme. It's like it's a closed down museum, and there's just a curb.
Red curb?
It's great.
No, it's a yellow curb.
Perfect for old men like us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, it's so fun though.
You skating too, RJ?
I don't know if I could say that I'm skating currently. It's same. It's been like a long time since I've skated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like skating.
Cool.
Shout out Oxnard.
Shout out Oxnard.
So can you guys, I don't know, what's your best trick? So if you're playing a game of skate, who's gonna win?
Oh, Abel for sure.
Probably,
You think so?
Probably me.
Yeah.
Doesn't even deny it.
Let's just say I'm embarrassed to disclose my trick list, and Abel will definitely will.
You're like Ollie, and if we're playing skate, can I do manuals? Like,
Not that.
No, RJ got heel flips.
I don't go against the barracks
Yeah,
rules.
dude. Yeah, he got heel flips.
I can do basic stuff, but Abel will smoke me for sure.
yeah, that's sick.
I personally don't skate.
I'll smoke Michael. And
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like no doubt about
I'll
it.
beat him switch.
But
Yeah.
I mean, what I do is music. Music is
Mhm.
basically my entire life. I feel like
Yeah.
I was brought into this planet to be a musician. I
Yeah.
like graphic design, but it's all like going towards my music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it's kind of it's pretty simple. But
So
I
when
love
you're
it.
when you're making like a flyer or something, like what kind of like vibe do you go for with like your like show flyers and stuff?
For me personally, I like to look at things. Like for example, earlier I pointed out an LP that you guys have over here. It's pretty colorful. I like the way the colors blended together. I'm like, oh, I could use that for a flyer. It's just like pretty much just like looking at something.
Mhm.
If I see something I like, then I just go from there.
That's
Very
sick.
simple, just two tone. Like how they did it back in the days to not spend so much on printing because that's the deal. Like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like I've seen one of your flyers before, and it looked very much like a '70s like rock concert flyer. You know?
Oh man, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, like I love music. With my solo stuff, I play piano. I do some drums, not as good as RJ, but
Mhm.
I can get by.
That's sick, dude. Well, I don't know, guys. Do we have anything else we want to add about Maribel? Like, is there any like little tidbits that like we want to learn about?
Yeah, I remember when we had our first gig, we played at what was that in Ohio?
Oh,
Greater Goods.
Greater Goods.
Yeah, we played
Oh, you
at-
guys played at Greater Goods?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
played at Greater
How's
Goods.
that?
It was fun. It was funny because
Yeah.
for that show, people when they saw Maribel, because they didn't know who we were, right?
Mhm.
They assumed it was a chick. So some guy like came up to me, "Where's Maribel? Who is she?" I'm like, "Dude, sorry, it's three dudes."
Three dudes.
Yeah.
That's so funny, actually. It's like, yeah, sorry to disappoint, man.
Yeah, three guys.
Yeah, that's funny, dude. You guys have any more like, what's like the funniest thing that's happened to you recently? Like anything, like any big Maribel stories that went down as of recently?
Big Maribel stories? It's not like super crazy. Some guy backed into my car with his truck at one of our last gigs, and he gave me like $300.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty.
That's
cool.
kind of sick.
Gigantic dent.
You could tell.
Okay,
this
that's
dude-
kind of that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
You could tell this dude was like pretty faded. He was like stumbling out of wherever he was coming from, but part of it was my fault, so I kind of accept
Yeah.
some responsibility for it for parking behind him.
hmm
But yeah, he was just backed out of his parking space, wasn't looking right
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
passenger.
I was there. I saw that.
He came out. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Like, what do you want to do?" And I should have gotten his information.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, but I was feeling overly generous, and I kind
Yeah.
of felt like some of it was my fault. So I was just like, "Just give me some money. It's all good."
Yeah.
So he shot with like $300 and was on his way. But that's like, yeah.
Yeah. Another thing too is that during this whole time that we've been together, I ended up moving to Los Angeles.
hmm
So we do this little thing where I go one weekend and these guys come over to me the next, so we like take turns.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You guys are like a long distance relationship.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Distant lovers.
Yeah.
Martin, yeah.
So how do you make it work, dude?
What do you mean? Like we make the whole like
The long
process-
distance, like just
Oh.
taking turns, you're saying, I guess?
Yeah, taking turns and wanting to do it is the most important thing, because we feel pretty good about this, and if we keep doing this with Maribel, I feel like it can go somewhere. So
Mhm.
that should be like enough of like a kick in the butt to get people going,
Yeah, for sure. That's all about like I feel like what DIY is. You kind of just have to have like this like self motivation to like do it. Otherwise, like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
For sure.
no, of course.
Yeah, you kind of have to eat dirt for a little while before stuff starts to bloom.
Oh, for sure. You know what I mean?
And it's all in the name too. Do it yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like the scene is also like really good to be like a band right now too, because there's just like a lot of shows happening and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, and there's like a ton of bands to play with. So I feel like you could have like a different lineup like every time you have a show or something type deal.
It's a good time to get into it,
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't know. Do you guys have any advice for anybody that may want to start a band?
Do it.
Do it. Go get yourself a computer. Get yourself whatever DAW that you want to use, and just start recording. Get it going.
Don't be self-conscious about your age. If you think you're too old to try something or be a part of a certain scene, just do it, make the music. Don't worry about trying to fit in somewhere.
Hell yeah.
That's right. Wise words.
All ages, dude.
All ages.
All ages DIY.
All the children is welcome.
Hell yeah. Well, do you guys have any shows coming up? Like, where can people catch you guys?
We're actually playing on the 27th.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's the show that you set up.
You said it.
Yeah.
We got a TBD show coming
Yeah,
up.
Come on.
TBD show coming up on the 27th of January.
We got to find a venue for that, guys.
Oh, it's not gonna
Any
be all night?
venues that need a band on the 27th, hit us up.
Anybody who has a house,
Anybody who has a house or something that wants to host a really cool show on the 27th, because I'm having issues, dude. All the go-to spots are booked, so I'm trying to find a place.
I'm telling you, somebody who's down to throw a house show, we'll pull up.
We'll keep an ear out and let you know if we hear anything.
Cool.
What happened to house shows anyway?
Yeah, I missed
there's not a
those.
lot of them. These
I know,
days.
house shows don't happen too much nowadays, huh?
Yeah, no.
House shows.
At my old house, I used to throw shows in the garage.
Oh, really? That's sick.
Yeah, one of the first shows that I actually booked. I say booked, but just set up was with these guys. Like they, the first gig he just played like a solo set, and then the second time I did it, it was just Abel and RJ.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like we go back.
That's sick,
We go
dude.
back. I have some family members that know them from like high school. We're not in the same age category, but like I feel like we've always like known of each other, and it was meant to happen.
It was meant to be.
True.
It was destiny.
Despite all the obstacles, we
Yeah.
persevered.
We overcame.
Exactly.
We came out on top.
Any more one-liners?
It's crazy, dude. They didn't believe in us.
God did.
All right.
I guess before we head out here, do you guys want to like talk about any of like the tracks you guys picked for your mix? You guys picked some really cool stuff.
I only got like 2 songs in there, so talk to them.
Wait,
I took over.
playlist?
Yeah, the playlist.
I took over on that.
I
whole thing.
what songs? I totally forgot what songs were on
I
there.
have to put the obligatory Steely Dan track on there. Michael McDonald as well. I'm
Oh,
really
dude.
into like 70s like yacht rock, like that type, like something
Oh,
that you like,
dude.
can sit on a boat and like drink a mojito to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Without a care in the world. That's
the type of stuff you're into.
yeah. It's like very like perfect sounding too. Just goes.
Steely Dan, those fools just did coke all day and like
Yeah.
master their sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So me and Maddie, we actually interviewed this like Maddie is like my co-host. Like they're in San Diego, but we'll do like interviews with like I don't know, experimental musicians and stuff. People that like can't make it into the studio will do like remote interviews. And anyways, we did an interview with this like Steely Dan meme page guy, and it was really funny.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of memes.
Yeah, what was the page called? It was like good Steely Dan takes or something like that. And yeah, I couldn't keep up. Those guys are so into Steely Dan. I like clocked out after a certain point. I was just like, all right, I don't know any more Steely Dan facts. Like,
it's the lore, you know.
dude, it's crazy. Like, they're talking about like these Steely Dan like deep cuts that like they never released, that like somehow people found like the tape for.
Oh
and
yeah,
it's, like,
yeah,
on
the
YouTube.
second arrangement. That's what it's
Exactly.
called.
Yeah, the second arrangement.
Yeah, I actually heard it in the summer.
No, you did.
Yeah, no, I did. It's great.
This is cap.
It's great. It's great. And just so people know, Steely Dan is two people, not just one guy. So there's not some dude named Dan, you know? It's two guys. That's all I gotta
Just
say.
how Maribel is three dudes.
And not a chick.
And not a chick named Maribel.
Yeah, mhm.
I still think that's hilarious, man.
You guys didn't give any commentary on your songs.
Oh yeah,
Took
dude.
over.
You got Glenn
I
Mooney.
I'll get the only song that I put on, the first song that's on that playlist by Lo Borgi is it's actually a sample that's used in the song Rebuke by Kate Tremine and Amine.
Oh, sick,
on their
dude.
last collaborative album.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Deep cut sample right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, some good stuff.
I love like going through songs like that and like finding like the samples and that they used. You know what I mean? It's yeah,
Yeah,
some of the best songs. You know what I mean?
for sure. There's a lot of cool like Instagram pages popping up lately too that just like do all the digging for you and like post the samples.
Oh,
which-
really? That's pretty
It's kind of
sick.
controversial. A lot of people feel like that stuff should be gate kept, but I enjoy it. Get a lot
Really,
of good
people
music.
feel like it should do that stuff. So stupid.
Yeah, just,
People
like,
try to gatekeep
comment
everything.
section
You know what I
people.
mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's like no need to be uptight about it. Just spread the music.
Exactly, dude.
Share the wealth, you know?
People on the internet be trying to gatekeep everything. You know?
People on the internet do be trying to gatekeep everything.
They try to gatekeep clothes. You know what I mean? They try to gatekeep music.
Video games.
Exactly, video games. Like, I don't know. There's like that whole discourse, like, where I don't know if an artist starts getting like plays on TikTok or something, they say they're like played out or something like that, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, I listened to them before TikTok, and it's like all the TikTok, and it's like, why can't you just be happy for this musician that you like? Like, why do you gotta like gatekeep them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, right?
It
Because
totally
you think
is.
that the musician would be hyped, but then the people listening are like, nah, I want to be the only person that listens to them. You know?
It's
Yeah.
weird. For some reason, like the aesthetic of TikTok surrounding a song just automatically puts it in like a negative light.
Yeah,
which
it's
is-
weird.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, one thing I've learned about the internet is that people are fickle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will never please them. You do one thing, they're gonna hate on you for it. You do the complete opposite, they're gonna have something to say. You know, but
Yeah.
you just kind of, when you realize that, you kind of, you know, phase all that out and just start ignoring it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, there's times where I want to comment, but it's like, should I comment?
Nah, you can't give in, dude.
No.
No, that's for the burner account.
Yeah, dude.
The one follower.
That's so funny. Yeah, right. Well, yeah, Abel, sorry to cut you off. Did you want to talk about any
No,
tracks?
it's okay. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, no worries. Well, anyways, guys, I guess that kind of does it for the show here today.
Cool, man. Appreciate
Oh,
it. Thanks,
thanks,
Thomas.
Thomas.
Thanks
You're
for
the
coming
best,
on,
man.
dude. Well, we got that show on the 27th, so that's an opportunity to catch Maribel live. We'll keep you updated on that. Be sure to follow. What you guys at? How can people find you guys?
Easy. Who TF is Maribel?
Who TF is Miracle.
Who TF is Maribel?
Who TF is Maribel?
Who TF is Maribel?
Le du flamage.
I'm le du flamage.
Yeah, who TF is Miracle.
Je m'appelle Michael.
Yeah, and then you can also find the information for this show too on at TBD Presents on Instagram as well. We'll keep you updated, but follow Maribel. They're gonna have that comp coming out soon on Pleasant Valley. Shout out Pleasant Valley for like, I don't know, making local music accessible, or like physical copies accessible to just like all local musicians and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, shout out to them, and yeah, thanks again, guys. That was sick.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thanks, Thomas.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get your guys' live set up super soon, and people can hear it if they missed it. And once again, this has been Maribel here on TBD on KCSB FM 91.9 in Santa Barbara. We're going to play a song called Future Memory by Rocket before Lighthawk's Demands Became Unwritten comes on at 6 p.m. This is TBD. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for having us.
Bye, radio people.